Life is amazing, says Joanna Salerno, the queen. I believe it because we are here with you. Happy Monday from the Real Time Wisdom Show. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for
Welcome,
joining us.
everybody. Hope
Yeah.
everybody is having as fabulous as a day as Lainey and I have been as we're doing our edits and reading the yummy words that will be in our book, The Healing Wisdom, that was channeled to us from Mother Nature herself. And it's just so cool seeing what is going to be put out there into the world, you know?
Super good reminders because hey Cheryl, oh my God, I'm just thinking of you. Um, it's such a good reminder when you go back and read it because so often, as we saw this weekend, hey Tony,
Hey, Tony.
when we did the certification class this weekend, we realize we haven't read our own. You don't. We just set. Give the readings, and it's just so nice to go back. And today, or I think it was yesterday, I posted from the new book, Second Helpings, the Star Fruit, and I went in and read. Took a little piece, and it was so great. But even today, did you know today was National Lemon? I think it was like lemon pie or lemon juice day. But it's all about alchemy, and it's all about really kind of coalescing all the elements in your life together. And
Mm.
whatever doesn't fit, let it out, let it go, let it flow, release.
Please. I
Yeah.
know that one. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Even on those days where we think, oh, there can't be anything good about this day, if you just sit with it for a minute and have a
Yeah.
good friend to remind you how blessed you are, that
Well, I
seems
really loved kind of
to.
being spontaneous. Some banana yesterday. I hopped on and just felt in that moment. It was Sunday, but I felt to do those readings, and so many people wrote me afterwards saying how
Hey, Kathy.
how that was effective for them. And
Hmm.
as we've been saying in the Second Helpings deck, it's such a powerful deck because it's so like do go go go, this is what you need. It's not like fast, it's more of like do because it's divine masculine. It's go 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 time because I think people have been sitting on the fence hemming and hawing, and
Yeah.
it seems like the cards yesterday were such action verbs that you see a lot more in the new deck, that's
Yeah.
really asking you to do those things so you can be those things that's in our maiden voyage deck.
Mm. That's why the pairing of both decks together is going to be such an amazing thing
Yeah.
because, we're going to have so much wisdom to be able to draw from our own lives,
Yeah.
and when it's time to take that action and it's time to go for it, those new cards are going to come in. Where is everyone? Are you here? You are everyone, Kathy.
It's Monday. People are finding their way. And by the way, we have a huge listenership. They watch it on their own time. They watch it later. They'll watch it on YouTube. They'll watch, like
Mhm.
we people tell me all the time, I watch your show. It could be like 2 in the morning. My mom watches it at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Um, but today is a kind of pivotal point show. And why? Because we are now moving into unveiling the new branding tonight of
Mhm.
what the Second Helpings deck is going to look at, why we chose that cover, why that theme, and take us to the next level. Because from here on out, we're going to start phasing everything over to using the new. Not that we don't love our beautiful heart, it served us well, but now we are moving into a new look and feel, almost the same but different.
Mhm.
And then also we're going to talk about altar cards and
Yeah.
building an altar.
And
And
someone tonight is going to win a place in our altars class, right? That's it. I was
Carrie with her
gonna
little cherries.
see. Yeah. Hey,
Someone's going to
Carrie.
win that. So we have a couple classes coming up, but the whole altar idea came forward. Let's just talk about why we do altars, and then of course why we're doing that class. We
Mhm.
have the altar cards in our Kickstarter right now. You can only get them there. In today's update, people are asking if you can get them later. Right now, the answer is no. You can get them as a special time there. And we really tuned in. It wasn't like we just grabbed 10. We thought about what 10 cards are the most poignant. If you were in prayer, if you were in meditation, if you needed assistance, if the world was getting you down, you needed that powerful reminder, which of these 10 cards would be great to be framed, put on a wall, put on your altar. And that's how we came up with those 10. So there, we tuned in, we checked in, we prayed, we pendulumed, we sat there as a team and really thought about those cards. And I think about each one, how we really thought out which of the 10 would make the most impact for people for
Mm-hmm.
healing.
And
And
we
so
had 64 cards to pick from,
we had
you know.
64 cards to pick from.
Here, I'll just move over. This is just one of my altars behind me. This is in my healing room. I have actually 3 altars in one room in my healing room. And then everywhere you go in my house, there's
I
icons
know, I'm looking around.
and altars. I love creating altars. And I think this class is going to be so good because you can actually change the energy of a room. You can actually set your intentions. I mean, there's so many things you can do with just having a corner in a room. You don't have to go crazy like I do and have altars everywhere, but I mean, just having a corner that is specific for your intentions, for to remind you that we are walking on sacred ground, right? In every moment, we are walking on sacred ground. This is a sacred life. So we want to bring the sacred in to our homes. We want to bring that energy of, devotion to something that is bigger than us. So whatever icons you use, whatever your belief system is, some people, like Lainey, she's big on the elements. And so, I have one altar that represents water, air, fire, earth, spirit in my altar because I want to bring in the elements. So we're going to talk about all of that in our altar class. And I'm really looking forward to it. Kathy says she has 2 altars. It's, yeah, I don't know if,
I have an altar room.
yeah, right. You have a whole room.
I have an entire room, which I guess during I feel like I will share some of it because everything's so personal, but I do open up a lot. So I will share my altar room. It's literally an entire room on our upstairs floor that is completely, the whole room is an altar. And
it's so serene in there. I mean, you just walk in and the energy is different when you walk into your altar room.
Yeah, I'm altered in the altar room. Yeah, no, you walk in and honestly, when I'm showing people around the house, they go upstairs and as soon as they get to the door, they lower their voice. It's literally invoking a place of reverence just as you're walking into the space and they haven't even walked in yet. And then, so it's really amazing what you can create. And we'll talk about sacred geometry and gridding and building light columns. I mean, it's going to be a really good class. So that's in October. And then I know Tony already has a spot in there. So she's coming. So Tony, when we do the wheel tonight, I'm not putting you on there because you're already coming. But anyways, I think that's really important. So that's why these altar cards, that we have available now are so important. And I've seen in a million different readings, kind of like when I'm doing, the meditations where there's a significant word that comes up. Obviously, there's themes to our readings when we're doing readings for people, and those themes inevitably will come up. But when people need that extra support, they're feeling overwhelmed, they're not feeling confident, they're not feeling in their place, just look at that card or look at, they're actually 5x7 prints. So those are what has inspired us. And not only that, we chose it. I know it's a week after our crystals class, but I lived in New Mexico, and there in New Mexico, Dia de las Muertes is huge for honoring the dead, Day of the Dead, in such a profound way that you do in Mexico, and everyone decorates and builds altars and honor it. And then, of course, we just recently had that our psychic medium class with Heather Danielle, who calls in our loved ones with our food healing oracle deck. So in any case, we're going to give all sorts of ways of you can honor your loved ones, pets or humans, whomever, and it'll be just a few days before Dia de las Muertes, so you'll be ready. So that's what those are all the reasons why we popped up this altar class so we can help support you, why those altar cards are going to be so great from the Kickstarter.
Yeah, I can't wait to have all 10.
Yeah. Kudos to the last weekend's group of students who are now going to become certified readers, who are then, some of them are going to move on to become the teachers of the Food Healing Oracle deck. And
it was such a great class. It was so nourishing, that class. It was the people that were in it, not that every single class of ours has been awesome, but it's always interesting to see who comes together in one grouping.
Yeah.
And it was just a lovely energy this weekend with those beautiful people. And Carrie says it was awesome. And it was awesome to have you there, Carrie. But
huge.
I always feel so fulfilled after teaching one of our certification classes, only because of the response that we see people have, their eyes opening to, wow, this is something really different here. This is a unique, kind of wisdom that we get from things that we do every day. You never look at food the same way again. We can't say that enough. You just will never look at food the same way again. Oh, Kathy says, I promise I will do this now that I am feeling better. Kathy, I have to tell you, I know you've already pledged on our Kickstarter, and we appreciate that, but the price of the class will never be cheaper than it is right now. So if you're thinking about it, this is the time, girlie.
This is the time. Yeah, for both of the levels. And that'd be cool. I highly there isn't anyone who would not benefit from it. And Carrie's probably now nodding her head when a lot of people here have taken the class, why we do it on Friday and Saturday, so we can really just take that Sunday for us, and however it inspires us or makes us think about what we learned, maybe prepare a meal in that regard. I have to just say, somebody just wrote a couple hours ago, she's in London, and she brought decks to her family, and she said, my family loves this. For the last few days, we have made 2 meals a day. Oh no, we pulled cards 2 times a day, and that's how we have been planning our meals on this whole trip, based on the deck, like in London. That was like, thank you. That's just like, that's what you want to hear, that people are using it as it should. But anyways, to get back to Sunday, I was so tired, but then I got inspired to start doing readings, because I spent the whole weekend with the first deck, and the second deck was like screaming, like, I want to be seen. I'm like, are you kidding? You got to get a bunch of airtime. But I really felt called to give readings, and I'm glad Cheryl wasn't there, but she's here now. But we are going to do readings tonight as well. So if we have a small group, then great. We're all going to.
Carrie says, I'll never look at my fridge the same way again. LOL.
You know what? I just made a new video that we're going to do for some little promo. And I just said, it will change the way you look at your dinner plate. It will look at the same way you look at your refrigerator, in everything. It is just mind blowing. But to hear that, and we've been looking at the, Bless Your Hearts, the Kickstarter. We look at the list and check in, and we send prayers to everyone and send lots of love and gratitude, moringa. And to see that we're getting, Kickstarter support from Australia, from Romania, from Canada, from all across the US, from UK. I mean, I have to go back and ask Linda, but the list has been growing in terms of countries of people who are like, I know food makes a difference in my life, and I'm backing this project. So thank you all. We're not quite 70%. We're at 68. And so we need to be at 100. And we've got 19 days to do it. So I'm in trust.
We would love, our greatest dandelion, which is Wish, and our new deck, hi Linda, our greatest dandelion is that we get to some of those stretch goals. So we don't only want to fund, we have to fund, but wouldn't it be a wonderful, wonderful wish to fund even greater to give you guys even more than what you've already pledged for. So that's what I keep envisioning in my mind, hemp. I keep envisioning the fact that we go to some of those stretch goals and you guys get a whole lot more gifts in there. So we'll just see how it goes. So share with your friends, share with everybody you know, tell them how awesome this deck is. And yeah, there you go. Commercial over.
Anybody have any questions? Anything that's on your mind? Anything that you'd like to know before we kind of get into it? I know the computer's acting a little strange.
Is it?
And I think it could be mine, but we're on good internet, so I can't blame anything being on the island.
Yeah. No,
So
mine is good. And I'm right in the next room as you.
yeah. So, okay. It's just, I'm seeing it slowed just a little bit. Not sure what. Maybe I have a lot of things up. Anybody? Tamara's here. Yay. Linda's here. Yeah, it's doing it. All right. Well, if you can hear me, that's good. So let's talk about.
Close some of your browsers there.
Oh yeah, I can't because I got a lot of things up I want to show and tell
everybody.
Okay. All right. Yeah. But I do want to kind of let's just kind of talk about a little bit about the show, about the new branding. Can you see me?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I don't think this is going to be a long show tonight, but so I thought maybe we can. I know we've talked about the altar cards, talked about certification. Hey, by the way, tomorrow, if you are in the Southwest Florida area, we are doing a Cape Coral Pine Island live preview party at the Frozen Flip Flop, which is delicious frozen yogurt. She's giving out free cappuccinos, and we're going to do a live presentation there. So come eat yogurt, have some coffee, see all the new cards, and just have some fun. It'll be on Pine Island at 4 p.m. at the Frozen Flip Flop. Information is on our Facebook page. What else?
I think that, let me see. There's just so much happening with the Kickstarter and the events. You know, Lainey will be in Orlando with Linda. We'll be in Orlando in a couple of weeks. So that's happening. And that's going to be really good at Spirit Fest. I'll be holding the fort down here, shipping things and taking care of what they can't, but they'll be there. And I know you guys that's going to be so successful.
Thank you. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And you have a live presentation in Bonita Springs coming up.
I do, at the Mystical Moon on Saturday the 10th at 3. So again, local people who want to come and see the deck firsthand and see what it's all about, I will be there, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Lulu's having a birthday party tomorrow. It'll be from 4 to 6. So anytime.
Yes. Oh, her first birthday party. Oh my goodness.
Oh my good. Wait, Oliver wasn't invited. Wait a minute.
And Kathy, I told you can come here anytime. I have a bedroom and a bathroom for you. It's usually Laney's, but you know.
You know, I am going to tell you.
Anytime.
We got a call today. If you guys are in Georgia, Rome, Georgia, we got our good friend Sammy and Jim over at Traveling Gypsies in Kava Bar. They have the coolest store, and she just told me they sold out of our decks. And so she ordered more. She pledged on the Kickstarter. So thank you guys. So we're really excited. But what a cool, first off, it's a cool name, but they have, you know, you should look it up. If you're ever in Rome, Georgia, Traveling Gypsies and Kava Bar, Kava Den. I think it's called a Kava Den. Or maybe it's a Kava Bar. But she just said that they needed more decks. And I said, perfect timing. And so she ordered some new, you know, the new ones and our first one too. Okay. Shall we? I can't stand waiting.
I know. So exciting. I think we need a drum roll or something. I don't know. I have a drum right here.
Yes. Well, let's lead up to why we did that. Well, obviously, we had the deck a certain way, but of course, we made the deck the same size as our current deck, both the size, the mini and the regular. And of course, people are going to undoubtedly mix the cards up and use 120. If you get the bonus cards, 124 in there. And the bonus cards will also be the same size as the regular. Well, I think I'll have to talk to Linda. I think we're doing the bonus cards for the large ones. We'll have to see if we're doing the bonus cards for the small ones. I think we are. But in any case, they're all going to be you when you turn them over. Of course, you have the back of them has the heart. And if you were mixing all the cards up, you're going to want to have something different. So right now, right, it looks like a heart.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to have something when you put them together that would be different, obviously, that would know that it's second helpings. And what has been happening a lot for us is that we've been seeing a reoccurring theme. Linda noticed there was a theme happening in some of the card pictures, a lot of them. And we noticed we had actually done some of that theme in the first one as well. So we just knew like there was something emerging. And then we also noticed in our languaging, we were using this word a lot too, because it had a lot of meanings. So when we show you the new branding, then we will further explain all the different ones. And I know you're going to get it right away why we chose this. And then, of course, Joanna, brainchild, finds this design that was exactly representative. And it's kind of like the way Joanna and I work, all at a piece. I came up with second helpings. She finds something to envision that looks like that. And like we just keep finding these ways that like we add the pieces to the puzzle together. And then Linda's input, like everything just came together. It was good. Like
Yeah. Hi, Kathy. Kathy's here. Good to see you.
Hi, Kathy. So are we ready?
I'm ready. Drum roll, right, Linda?
All right, everyone, here we go. Welcome to the new look for second helpings.
There it is. It's just a spoonful of wisdom, right? It's a spoonful, but it's an abundant spoonful. And every time you have second helpings, it's with a spoon, right? It's like somebody spoons you another beautiful helping of your deliciousness. Oh, everybody loves it. Awesome.
Yeah, so often. In fact, I heard you use it over the weekend, like getting a spoonful of medicine. And I also know when I think about as a child and it was Thanksgiving, or if I was at a relative's house and I wanted seconds, they usually hand out with the spoon. They're usually the ones doling it out. Because you're asking for second helpings and they're the ones handing it out with the spoon. And so we're providing that spoon of health and nourishment and healing for people. So the spoon had so many significant, and I left in a little rush today to come over here and deliver some decks and be here on time. But for my birthday, Linda gave me the most gorgeous crown. It was a crystal crown with little spoons coming up. I'm like, oh my God. So we've had the running theme of spoons for a very long time. But we also say you only need a spoonful of kindness. You only need a spoonful of medicine. Spoonful of sugar, but lets the medicine go down, right, Mary Poppins? So spoons have played a significant role. And now you're going to go back and look at your first deck. And now you're going to go when you get your second helpings deck and see how spoons have played a huge pivotal part in the world for so many reasons. But it's all about the love. So we couldn't think of a better way to honor this next deck.
And we've all heard the story about the difference between heaven and hell, right? So in hell, there's people sitting at the table and they cannot, and I know I'm going to get this screwed up, but you'll get the analogy. They cannot feed themselves because the spoons are so long that they can't get them to their mouths. In heaven, it's the same spoons, but they feed each other. So in hell, they're starving because they can't figure out how to give it to themselves. But in heaven, they have the long spoons to feed each other. So
I have
everybody's
never
good.
heard that before.
Yeah, if you look it up, it's a story, and I butchered it, but it's that analogy. It's like we what we have, if we share, then we're all abundant. And when we try to just think about ourselves, nobody wins, right?
Yeah, I love that. So, by the way, we are going to do some one card pulls tonight and give you a spoonful of love and nourishment. Just what spoonful of wisdom do you need to know tonight? That is our theme of card pulls tonight. So if you, when you get your deck, if you've pledged, because they are a pre-order, so the first deck has, of course, the heart. So the second deck will have that on the back. That's so cool.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
So I know I plan on mixing my two decks together probably at some point. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I do readings from both decks, but I keep them separate because, of course, we just have the prototypes here. But I can only imagine, doing a reading with both decks mixed together. And then I'll be able to separate them so much easier because of the new graphic.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
learned so much wisdom on the Real Time Wisdom Show, Tamara.
Tamara.
That's awesome.
So people have asked, is there going to be a third design for the bonus cards? So no, we're not going to do a third design for the 4 cards. They'll have the same spoon because the bonus cards are bonuses with the second deck. So
Mm-hmm.
they'll just be woven in. Kind of like you don't know the Joker card, but it's in there. But yeah. I mean the 4 cards will be separate from the book. In fact, because not everyone, well, hopefully everyone's ordering them, but the 4 bonus cards, which are also only on Kickstarter, will have their own little booklet, the same size. You actually can slide it into your bag or your chakra tote or however it is, but it'll have its own little tiny booklet of 4 4 card healing wisdom and practical gifts. I think we thought of everything. We hope.
We hope.
Yeah. So that's what we have. I mean, we've pretty much talked about all. I know we've been running a little bit on fumes from doing the Kickstarter, doing the certification, and finishing the final little dotted I's and crosses the T's of the deck because we
Mm-hmm.
believe Goji Berries that this is going to fund. Because it's all or nothing. So we believe it's going to fund and then some. Because you're right, Joanna, those stretch goals do allow us to give more goodies out.
Mm-hmm.
And in
Yeah.
a perfect world, we can even, unleash another 4 cards. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's get funded first, and then we can hope for all the sour sop miracles in the world, right?
That's right. Are you going to pick a winner now or after we do readings for the
For the altar?
author?
I was going to do that at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have to be present to win. So someone's going to win a free. It's our altar class. Just so you know, is going to be on Saturday, October 29th, from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time online. And if you came in late, you can watch a little bit of what we were explaining, and then there's more information on the website. But it's going to be a phenomenal class. We're big into altars, and you're right. Elements play a big part of that. So when we do, altars play a big part of that. Elements.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Who wants a card?
who wants a card? Who wants a card? Who wants a spoonful of wisdom? Oh, of course. As soon as I said that, look what I pulled, the salt, right? Look at all those spoons.
Look
And
at all those spoons.
you think about a spoonful. We talked about the teaspoon that's on the mindfulness card in our current
Mm-hmm.
deck,
Mm-hmm.
and the black sesame seeds. I mean, we've always had a lot of spoons. And, next week I will be wearing my spoon crown from Linda because it's just.
That's right. That is right. You got to wear that.
All right. So Tony wants a spoonful of wisdom. So why don't you give her a spoonful of wisdom? I need my glasses. Yesterday I
Yes,
was
I
pulling
will
so
give
many.
Tony a spoonful of wisdom, maybe some lasagna. I don't know, Tony. What do you want? Okay, Tony, this is for you from the new deck. And you get, we just edited this, cumin. There's no spoons in there. Well, is there? Yes, there is. There is a spoon in there. You get a spoonful of wisdom, a spoonful of cumin. And cumin is our warmth card. And this card, cumin, is like one of those kind of messages that says, the universe is here to wrap you up in a blanket, to give you warmth for your heart, warmth for your soul, and to just know that spirit's got your back in that way. And so, even on those days when the world seems cold and unfriendly, spirit comes in and says, I'm going to give you a big hug. So, this is your hug from spirit to warm you up.
I love cumin.
Yeah.
I think I remember Howard made those cumin burgers after we got done talking cumin, 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 and then
Yeah.
he warmed my
Yeah.
heart, my belly up with that.
I
That's
put
perfect
some
for
cumin
Tony.
in our guacamole the other day during class.
Yeah. We had some healing and warmth, and that's what I was feeling from the group.
Yeah.
All right, Kathleen, this is for you. A little spoon of wisdom, healing wisdom for you. Oh, two cards are fighting for
Oh,
placement
no.
here. Hmm. All right, you got dreams, my lovey. Hibiscus. We just did some edits to dreams today because we were really talking about how so often we go into automatic mode. We start existing and forgetting about our own dreams. We're so busy being everybody else's caretaker and extending ourselves. That's a lot of doing. And we have to go back to our own dreams. What makes us get up in the morning and have that mangoes, have that joy, even if it's sitting and getting some quiet solitude. Maybe that's why the altar class or maybe the certification, whatever it was that was resonating to you. What is resonating for you? Because so often we're doing for everybody else. And this is dreams as a reminder is remember your dreams. Remember
Mm.
what's important to you so we can so your cherries can support you. All of us can help manifest as a group someone's dreams to come true. That's what these coconut clubs, why we do readings with people each month and share these teachings. And I would say that I know this is long, but I just want you to really pay attention to your own dreams.
There you go, Kathy. All right, Cheryl. Cheryl is next. And Cheryl, I pulled one of my favorite cards, and this is guava for wealth. So, wealth comes in many ways, not just in our bank accounts, as you know. And I want you to understand that guava is saying that you are wealthy beyond measure, wealthy in family, wealthy in love, wealthy in your gifts that spirit has given you. And there's no well, there's a spoon in this card too. Every card I pull has a spoon, a little corner of a spoon right up there. And so you're getting this spoonful of wisdom reminding you how wealthy you are in all ways. So, sometimes we take those things, some things for granted, not you. Not you, Cheryl, but some of us take the things that we have been given for granted. But this card is indicating that spirit keeps pouring out the wealth, right? Even when it's this little drizzle behind that guava. So, you have everything that you need to be wealthy, healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Denise pulled that yesterday, and
Did she?
I was sharing that I've been kind of obsessed with the guava goddess kombucha. because it's
Ah,
all about being the wealthy goddess.
yeah.
You are what you eat. So that's why this course and these teachings are everything, especially when you look in your refrigerator, you're like, that's for me. So yeah, guava girl, Cheryl, go get it. All right. So I
Carrie
think,
is next.
uh, who's next?
Carrie.
Carrie's next. That's what I thought. All right, Carrie, this is for you, sweetheart. What is a spoonful of wisdom for Carrie to know right now in this moment? Hmm, girl, you got resilience.
Ooh.
And jackfruit. Jackfruit. And I was really, in fact, we took a moment today and sat with jackfruit. And
Mhm.
jackfruit is really important because when you are in a moment of feeling whew, like a lot coming in and a lot going on, and we've had a lot ourselves going on. Um, Remember, not only is resilience who we are, we're spiritual warriors, but also we can call in the support team when we need to have a little bit more resilience, when we feel like we're faltering. Call in that spiritual A team, call in the angels, call in the ascended masters. Like, Spirit, I know I'm resilient, but I can use a little extra support here, little extra sauce to get me through the next hump. Enlighten me, unlock my library of knowledge, whatever it is. Know you are resilient and know you're not alone.
Absolutely. All right, Kathy. Kathy, let's see what you get. Oh, I love this card. You get turmeric, and this is our satisfaction card. I don't know if you can see that, but it's satisfaction. And to me, this is all of the ways that your life is satisfying to you and to focus on the abundance of satisfaction. Sometimes, we focus on what doesn't satisfy us, but this beautiful gold color, this is, solar plexus, sacral color. It's almost a combination of that yellow and orange, right? And it's like, allow yourself to feel the gifts of your hard work, of what you put into your relationships, of what you put into your art, of what you put into your life's work, everything, and feel that satisfaction and allow yourself. It's like being satisfied after a really good meal, right? Where you just say, that was really good. I am totally satisfied. Allow that feeling to permeate your being with when you think about your life as it is in this moment in time. That's for you, Kathy.
Beautiful. All right, Tamara, I know you're next, but I want to go back to Carrie because first off, Carrie says, "No way, I have a resilience tattoo to symbolize all that I've overcome and become."
Oh, that's
I'd like to
awesome.
see a picture of that.
Yeah.
I think that resilience card really struck a chord with me today because, you know, putting yourself out there on something like Kickstarter and being so public of asking for something that we know is bigger than us, asking for money, not just free money, but really pre-orders of services we will be providing and giving to you. It's it's very humbling, and it's so a lot of emotions come with this experience that we're experiencing. We're seeing who shows up, who maybe not be showing up. It's just we have to be very resilient. Are we going to make the numbers? Can't like because this is like there's so many people who want this, and in our mind, it's just done, but we have to make the number. So we have to be very resilient in how we feel because each day it's a real emotional walk for us to keep going, knowing what we know and knowing how important these teachers are, and practice our own resilience, our own jackfruit, to trust,
Mhm.
dates, to have faith, mustard seeds, to believe, goji berries. I mean, these cards are very much for us. Spirit gave them to us so we can give them to you because we all share in these same emotions. But
Yeah.
doing something so public and out there like this is a real understanding of jackfruit. So I'm totally with you, Carrie, and I thank you for being a part of this group and understanding, because we all have to overcome something, and ours is, there's a fear of rejection. I mean, lots of things are running through my space and
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
and all that.
all of that. It's all of that and then some. You're really putting yourself out there, in a way that's not always comfortable. It's not always comfortable. Resilience is like you got to stand tall and just say, okay, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing. I need the support of my community to do it and my family and friends. And it's like, sometimes it's not a comfortable place to be, but we're doing it. And we have a lot of support from you guys, from our cherries, and we so appreciate every single one of you.
I told people today, sharing is free. You could just share it,
Mm,
because you never know who might see it and go, wow, I would like to know what's on my dinner plate. And for $38, I would like to get a deck and see what this is all about and how to heal myself. So you never know, just sharing
mm,
it. All right, Tamara, this is for you. This is one of our bonus cards. Awaken. Awaken.
awaken.
So yesterday she got integration,
Ah,
jackfruit. Today, Tamara is getting awaken. If she's not being prepared for some next level stuff, I don't know what is, I don't know what to say. Because when you're getting to like time to start integrating the magic within you, that all your skill sets that you've learned and acquired, and now it's like awaken. If you didn't get like shallots next, which was opportunity, I think you probably will. But it's like things are like, to me, I'm seeing some things ramp up for you, Tamara, and I'm watching what
mm,
kind of potent cards are being pulled for you. You're not getting denial, betrayal. You're not getting some of the cards that are a little, they're definitely in this deck. You're getting some really important cards to take notice of.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Denise is here. Denise, you didn't say you wanted a card. And I know Linda's here, but she didn't say she wanted a card. So who else would like a card? Denise,
Denise,
Linda.
Denise, and Tamara, I don't want to say it publicly, but I really think that you would love the certification refresher. I just think that, it's on 11/11, last chance. I just think that this is just so part of your world. And I'm just going to say that because we all know you and love you. And we've been holding space for you. All right. So
Mhm.
that's that. I've
Linda
shared.
says she will always take one.
Yeah. All
So,
right. You do, Linda.
Linda. All right. So, Linda, here you go. Spicy lady. You get nutmeg for potential. And I love the grader on here because sometimes don't we have to like work hard to see the potential? But Linda, I can't say enough about you, Linda, because you have upped the potential of our cherries, of our food healing oracle deck exponentially, right? Is that a word? Exponentially? Did I say?
Exponentially.
That's the word. Thank you. But the potential is there for you in a personal way as well, because you are evolving, you are growing. I saw the difference because you were in this class and you were in the class in April. And it's like your readings, everything that you have done has just grown, broccoli, and evolved, lychee. And you are right there in your own personal journey with your gifts, and there's so much more potential to come. Look at all those nutmegs that are still waiting to be graded into that wonderful spice. And when I see nutmeg, I think of pumpkin pie and eggnog and all those wonderful things that nutmeg flavors. So there you go, girl. Lots of potential ahead, even more so than you've already given us. So thank
I
you.
love nutmeg. I think we even wrote it in the book. I love nutmeg on butternut squash.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, and so when
absolutely.
you think about the potential of the support that is
Mm,
possible when we tune into spirit and we get a better
mhm.
understanding of this deck, and she noticed she took the refresher this weekend, right? It was her second time. And there you can uncover more potential the deck has that you didn't see the first time. So I think now that she took it a second time, she can now have that understanding as well. Because you definitely see it, you see it with new eyes when you do it a second time. I think we've now done
Yeah.
it 9 times. So 1111, perfect. It'll be our last certification class. And of course, you can get
Mhm.
it on the Kickstarter right now at a discount. And it's our last one before prices go up. But what's nice is that will be our 10th class, signifying the end of an old cycle, the beginning of a new, right? The 10 reduces to a 1. So, how perfect that the 1111, 1112 class will be that last one because it ends the cycle, prices go up December 1st. So that numerologically fits too. I didn't even
Yeah.
think of that until just now.
Yeah. Very cool. Very, very cool.
So that's all I have, unless Denise wanted a card, and I don't know if she's here or if she
Mm-mm.
still needs one. Her internet goes out sometimes, but I know she always wants a card. So, do you feel comfortable if I just pull one?
Sure, go
Never
for
not
it.
Denise to not want one. So in case her internet went out, she's going to go back and look at this later. So Denise, a little healing spoon of wisdom. Now that see even our new show will have the new spoon up there. All right,
Yeah.
this is for you, Miss Denise. Denise got reflect
Mm.
raspberry. Mm.
I
So
love that card. It's so beautiful.
I know, and now that I'm looking at it just from here, doesn't it kind of look like right there? It's like a heart on its side. I
Yeah,
just
it
noticed
does.
that.
It does.
Well, look at it is a reflection, and there is some a dark rim. It's not on a white landscape, it's on black. So it's almost like looking at the things to start reflecting. She got the wealth card yesterday. So it's almost like looking at reflecting on the things that need to fall away so she can bring in that wealth. Like if I put the
Mm.
two cards together, that's what I'm seeing it because it's not the bright card, kind of like our blood orange is sort of like another look at the family unit. And so that's what I would say to you, Miss Denise, is look at the wealth card yesterday and the reflect today and reflect on the things that just have to be let go. Because sometimes, as much as we don't want to let a person go, a community go that it's just not resonating with them, or whatever the situation is, we have to sometimes make those overt steps and cut those cords in order to bring in what we really want.
Yeah.
And I think it's waiting for everybody. I feel like this group, it's around the corner for everybody. And if we all stick together, I think we can achieve it as one.
I love that. Are we ready to spin the wheel for the altar class?
Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so Linda's already going and Tony's already going. So I'm not so give me the names of who wants to try to win the altar class. Again, it's Saturday, October 29th from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to put your name down, just say yes. And I'm going to put you, Joanna, you read me the names and I'll put them on the wheel. Okay, so
I
Cheryl.
can do
Okay,
that.
yeah. So Cheryl Friedman. Who else?
Cheryl Friedman, Kathy Burris.
Kathleen Burris. Okay.
Yes, my beautiful sister-in-law.
Okay, perfect. Who else
And
wants to go?
Kathy Anderson, or Kathy Eileen, as she is known on Facebook.
Yay, Kathy. Okay.
And who else? So you got Carrie.
I got
Okay.
Carrie.
All right. And Tamara can't make that class, so she's opting out.
All right. Anybody else?
Anybody else?
I got Cheryl, Kathleen, Kathy, and Carrie. Kathleen, Kathy, and Carrie, and Cheryl.
Okay.
All right. Now
Anybody else?
I'm gonna all right. Here we go. Oh wait, here. Let me hope you want to make that class. Darn it. Okay. Well, here we go. Going once, going twice. Okay. All right, here we go. Look at our spoon. I can't stand it. All right, good luck. Cheryl Friedman.
Cheryl Friedman won the altar class. Yay.
Look at Cheryl. We haven't seen her for a little bit, and then she comes, and then boom,
And
comes
wins.
in, wins. Awesome. There'll be more opportunities for more things. Yay, congratulations.
Absolutely.
That'll be a fun class. And Cheryl Friedman, by the way, Carrie, we were talking earlier during the class, Cheryl, listen to this. During the certification, we were talking about the conquering your cravings, and that we do this really wonderful, powerful class, this advanced theta healing that she and I do. And she's the one, Dr. Cheryl, that we do the class with. And we went through the last class and we broke through 30 limiting beliefs. Remember that? I think it was 30 or 40, but we did this.
It was a lot.
Cravings on what is your emotional well-being craving, your physical well-being, and we did all sorts of meditations, and then we broke through limiting beliefs. It was crazy, and we said we would do another one, but I think the interest is there. So, so Cheryl, if you want to talk about that, putting that on the docket for December for 2023, we should do another advanced theta healing, food healing oracle deck class, because conquering your limiting beliefs, your subconscious beliefs, your little child self who is still not feeling safe in this world, those are all making a difference in your confidence levels and your eating habits and every other issue and pattern. So I highly recommend that class, and I think we should do it again. Okay, so I'm putting Cheryl on the spot, but I have a feeling that it'll happen when it happens.
It will happen at the right time.
Exactly. Right. Yes, but it did come up, and I felt like, oh yeah, that was a class that we needed to repeat. But anyway, somewhere along the way, maybe 2023. But Cheryl, we'll see you at the altar class. So we'll leave you with that, and we thank you for being here. I'm glad you love the new branding. We'll be starting to phase that everywhere you see, and help us continue on. We've got 19 days to go. And in that time, you can up your pledge, you can share it, you can give a gift. These are hopefully going to be here for the holidays. If you have realized you want to give a gift to someone, the first deck or the second deck, or just as little as share this on and why you believe everyone should fund this deck and back it. Again, they're not donating money, they're pre-ordering, they're getting something. Big difference in some of the things you see out there. Thank you for your support. You have no idea how much it means to us. And next Monday, you're going to love this. We have our special guest is Allison Bright. She's a certified reader with us. She is an incredible seminar leader. She's got a big, awesome retreat coming up in New Mexico. She is who will be teaching the crystals class, which is also in October. Crystals.
Yeah, Kathy, you might want to get in on that crystals class. Allison is going to really be, and Kathleen makes such unbelievable crystal creations. So this was right up her alley. So see if you can come next Monday, Kathy.
Yes, and similar to the oils class, you will be sent 10 crystals in the mail prior to the class. And then, I don't know, who knows? Come next Monday, we may be giving that a free pass. We'll have to see. I'll talk to Allison, but she will be here, next Monday, and I look forward to introducing her to you. She's amazing. Just love it. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Much love.
Love you bunches, and thanks again. Thank you to all of you. Big kisses.
Bye.
Bye.